So this will be my last video and I hope that you guys have a good time further. Hey, what is up you guys, my name is SubZeroExtabyte and as you may know I promised to do another Q&A around this time of the year. And so since this time of the year has arrived I will go and do a Q&A just because I love you guys and I want to make sure that you guys can ask me questions that you really want to know the answers to. So I made a quick selection of some questions and I will try to answer all of these 15 questions as good and honest as possible. So let's see what we have for the first question, and this one will come from Melody the Strange. That kind of sounds like Bella Lestrange from Harry Potter, but that is besides the point. So my dear Melody is asking me how I came up with the name Sub. Well Melody, that is a pretty long story, but I will try to summarize it a little bit. So once when I was little I saw this big yellow submarine in a toy store and I wanted it really bad, but my mother was like, "No boy, it is Sub-Zero outside, you are not going to play with that thing." And that name pretty much stuck with me throughout my whole life, Sub-Zero. So no, it has nothing to do with an actual yellow submarine. It was just that my mom said that as was freezing like crazy outside. So I really do hope that this kind of answers your question. I mean, I could keep going on about that story because it actually is pretty long, but I will not bore all of you with the details. But alright, enough about that, I will just continue on with the next question that will come from my friend Isaac the Awesome 82, and he is asking me, "Sub, do you like turtles?" Well Isaac, yes I do, and I will tell you why. Have you ever seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Well then you will now know that you should watch that if you have not already. But yes, those are the most amazing turtles ever. And if I would ever get myself a turtle, then I would definitely call him Raphael, because that was my favorite Ninja Turtle out of the bunch. Actually mainly because all they did all day was hang around and eat pizza. And I am just all about that life right now. So yay, I do like turtles, Isaac. Okay, so I will move on to the next question, and this is actually a pretty important question, because I want you all to know this. So please listen up closely what my friend Lucy Mendoza has to ask. So she is asking me, why do you love the fish? So Lucy here is asking me why I love the fish, and that is just something that I would love to get on right now. So why does SubZeroExtabyte love the fish? Well, that is pretty easy. Fish are great. That is it. I mean, if you have a dog, they can bark really loud, and I think that every dog or cat owner can recall on the fact that they tend to pee or poop in the house. Well, you do not have that problem with fish. So why would you not want a fish that is just like 1 + 1 is 2? It is easy. And also you can't have a lot of fish. Can you get 10 dogs? No way you can get 10 dogs. Where are you going to put all of them? But can you have 10 fish? Sure you can. Just get a fish tank that is big enough for 10 fish. I mean, 10 goldfish can fit inside of a shoebox. Not literally but figuratively speaking, of course. Please do not go about and put 10 goldfish into a shoebox because they will most likely die. And also, now that we are speaking of it, have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Or maybe a little bit more recent, have you ever seen Finding Dory? Well then, that is just another reason why I do love fish as much as I do. So a quick shout out to my fish that is hanging on a plaque on my wall. I love you, brother. But moving on to the next contestant in the Q&A, my next guest here will be the talented Fly That Pie. And Fly That Pie is asking me if I am a toaster. He literally just put "Sub, are you a toaster?" in my comments section. So Fly That Pie, I really love your username by the way. But no, I am not a toaster, mainly because I am Sub-Zero. And toasters do not go Sub-Zero. They usually get pretty hot, so I try to avoid those. At least when I am not making toast, that is. Because man, I do love me some toast, but I make sure that I do not burn myself. So I will just move on from that toaster thing right here because I am starting to get hungry and I am not even near halfway through this video. So I really cannot have that. But Olivia Link is asking me why did I make this channel? Well, that actually gets asked a lot. And I do get the fact that people want to ask me this just because it is a pretty big step to actually make a YouTube channel and actually start investing time into making videos and uploading them and such. But I just think that I have always thought of myself as an entertainer. I would always be the one that would come up with jokes, and the one that was always smiling and laughing around. I mean, I am just not a really serious guy. So especially when I got into Roblox, I just thought, well, now that I'm here, maybe I can entertain more people than just myself all alone in my apartment. So here I am, a pretty long time later, and we are doing pretty great. I mean, we are almost at 200,000 subscribers. So yeah, I think that I made a good choice there. And I hope you think that as well. So yeah, let me know if you guys think that I made the right decision by starting this channel, or that you would rather have me out of here. Not that I actually will delete my channel, but who knows, maybe I go crazy a little and I end up deleting it, but I would not count on it though. But alright, we have more important things to do here than go on about these random shenanigans, because we have the next question coming up, and this one is from QnA Games and Vlogs. I probably completely butchered your name there. Is that a Dutch name, by the way? It sounds like it, but alright, so he is asking me if I were to be a girl, what would my name be? Well, I am sure that it would not be Sub-Zero, just because I think that if I was a girl I would be pretty hot. And as you may know, that everything below zero is not really that hot, so it would probably be something like Tiffany. No, I am kidding, I have no idea what my name would be as a girl. That is not really something that I think about all too often, so I am sorry for that, but I really have no idea. But alright people, we are around halfway through this Q&A, and the next question is coming from Neon Evie Plays, and Neon is coming with a pretty nice question for me right here. So the question is your throat getting better? So I will give you a little backstory on this. In a previous Q&A, someone asked me why my voice sounded like this, and I will tell you what I said back then. So basically what happened was, when I was a little kid I used to play Little League Soccer, and I had a little accident when playing. You know how those matches can go. Little kids are violent little buggers. But one day in a match I actually got throat stomped by this little blonde dude. But it is since that day that my voice has been different than what people are used to. So that is the backstory on this. And yes, thank you for asking that, Neon. Well, my throat has been getting better and better ever since the accident itself. But my voice has not gone back to normal, as you may be able to hear. But I really like it that you remember this about me. That is actually pretty awesome. So it goes to show that some people actually pay attention when watching my videos. That is really cool. That makes all of this really worth it actually. So the next question will be coming from Bobby Carolina. Is that actually your last name, Bobby, or is it just that you are from Carolina? At least one of the Carolinas, since there are two, North and South Carolina. But alright, Bobby is asking me if I could be his Roblox friend, and I will have to say that even though that is a great offer and a great question too, so you got a little nice 2-in-1 action right there. But I cannot actually, and I know that this might sound really cruel and stuff, but I cannot add any more friends at this point. So maybe once I can actually get more friends, which I would really want since I see all of you guys as my friends, I will try to add some more people. So as of right now, only time will answer your question, my dear friend. I am really sorry for this, but that is just the way that it has to be right now. But having said that, and with that said, I will move on to the next question. And we are actually almost through all of the questions for today. So if I were you, I would already start coming up with some new questions and post them on this video, and I will already select more questions for the upcoming Q&A, which I cannot promise when this one will be, but you will probably just see it coming around somewhere in the following couple of weeks. It will probably be in the new year, so in 2017, but I am not sure about that. Maybe I will actually do one before that time hits. But let's get moving, since we do still have more questions coming up. So this one will be coming from Cool Seth, and let me tell you, Seth, you really are cool, I can tell you that. But let's see. He is asking me, why are you so afraid to show your face? Well, Seth, that actually also comes down to what happened with my voice. I had a big accident and a lot of things got messed up, so as of right now I just do not feel like I am actually ready to show my face. But maybe in the future I will, but I am not sure about that. I guess that you guys will just have to see when that time hits, because I am not sure when that will be. But let me just tell you guys that I really do want to do it for you guys. But I just do not think that the timing is right for this, just because it actually is a pretty big thing for me to show my face after everything that has happened to me. So I will let you guys know if I will do one when I do one, but I guess that you guys will just have to stay patient for that one, even though I know that you guys have been patient for a long time already, and I really do appreciate that. But as of right now, that is just the way that things will have to be. But okay, enough about that, since I am sure that I will get that exact same question in a future Q&A. So let's move on to the next question that is being asked by the one and only Tobias Turtle Dude. Oh my god, Tobias. You are a turtle dude. Well, I already like you a lot right now. Turtles for life, boy. But Tobias, his question is, how do you play football with no feet and only legs? Well, Tobias, you do not actually need your feet to be playing football. I mean, you could probably play football in a wheelchair as long as you play the right spots. I mean, when you are a quarterback, then you do not have to run a lot. All that you have to do is take a step back, catch the ball and throw it to your wide receivers. So I do not need my feet for that. And I have a pretty good arm, so I can throw some nasty balls through anyone their defense. Just watch me do it, people. All of you will be baffled when you see me out on the field being a baller. But hey, I hope that this answers your question a little. At least I hope that this is what you meant by how to play football with no feet and only legs. Oh wait a minute, you said only legs? Does that mean no arms? Well, I guess you can be in defense and you can just throw yourself before anyone who is trying to cross you. But yeah, it would get pretty hard to play without any feet or arms. Alright, but all of the football stuff aside, I will just go ahead with the next question that is being asked by my girl Sophia. Music covers and more. Well, that was a whole mouthful. But Sophia has the burning question, that is, who do I love most in the club? Well, now you are just putting me on the spot, aren't you, Sophia? Well, that actually is pretty tough, since I am sure that they would all basically choose me when they would get that asked. But I mean, I really like Coral and Sketch, but I think that they would fall pretty quickly if we were to be surviving in, let's say, a zombie apocalypse. I am not sure why, but I just feel like that. But oh my, I will just go out on a limb here and I will go with Dennis. Basically just because we have been through a lot together throughout these years, and I am sure that he would pick me as well. So Dennis, I know that you are watching this. I love you, man. Just letting you know. But alright, that was a pretty intimate and emotional moment right there. But that does not matter. There is always some time for some emotions, right? I mean, come on, you know me. So as I am wiping up my tears right here because of how emotional that last question was, I mean, it really put me on the spot right there. But I will just check what the next question is real quick. And oh yes, this one will be coming from Rosie56781MSP. I am not sure what that name is supposed to mean, but I will just call you Rosie right now. I think that is the safer option right here. But alright, so Rosie is asking me, in all caps I must add, do you like unicorns? Question mark, 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 question mark. Alright, so Rosie, to be honest, of course I like unicorns, girl. What are you even asking? I mean, who does not like unicorns? Unicorns are what give me life. That is what life is all about. Just the magic that they bring and all of that. So yes, I do like unicorns. And so do you. At least that is what I am getting from the way you wrote your question with all the caps and the fact that you added like 1,000 question marks. But alright, we really need to move on to the next question right here. Alright, so the next question, which actually will be the second to last question. So yes, this Q&A is almost over, but do not be sad. This will not be your last chance to ask me this question, just because I really need you to ask me more questions for the next upcoming Q&A. And even if your question was not picked on this Q&A, you can always ask your question again for the next Q&A. So please do not be sad. We will get through all of this together. But the next question will be from Fake Ghost 1902, and Fake Ghost is asking me, have you ever gotten a little sad because a pizza had not enough toppings? And wow, that question just really hit me. That is one of the realest questions out there. I mean, that is just die hard. That went straight to the feels, man. Yes, of course I have gotten sad because a pizza did not have enough toppings. I mean, a pizza needs enough toppings, right? How can you normally eat the pizza when you do not have enough toppings? That is just not the way that this goes. So I would like to tell you that if you have ever gotten sad because a pizza did not actually have enough toppings, then just tell me, man. I will be there for you. I think that we as pizza lovers will just need to embrace each other in these dire times. So if you have ever gotten sad because of this, well, just know that you are not alone out there. There are more than enough people that will support you and help you through this. Oh, and by the way, I actually lied before. This is the second to last question, and that question is coming from Daniel George, who is asking me, who is your favorite YouTuber? Well, Daniel, I am not sure if you know him, but maybe you do. He is not that famous right now, so just check out his channel. The channel is called SubZeroExtabyte Games. Go check him out, he is really awesome. But the last question will be coming up now, and this will be from that one annoying guy. And yes, that is actually his name and not just me roasting him. And that one annoying guy is asking me if I can delete my channel for him. So yeah, sure man, I will do that. So this will be my last video and I hope that you guys have a good time further. JK, I got you real good right there, but what were you thinking? Of course I would not delete my channel. Never. Sometimes you just have to troll the trolls, you know. And with this done, I think I really trolled the troll. And everybody else too.